Hey MGTOWs, this is Vincent. Back out here on my 2-mile walk again. The urgency of this rectal tumor kind of makes it feel like you need to take a dump all the time, and it's a pain in the ass. And basically, so I'm in a situation where, yeah, I'm going to have to get that thing yanked. I may end up with a colostomy bag, unfortunately, or I might not, depending on how big the tumor is. But basically, next week I fly out to Tijuana this time instead of Cancun, and then I basically go to get the rectal tumor removed. They have this weird situation where they have this, if you do the bag thing, they have a piece of your intestine just sort of hanging out, and then you just sort of hang a bag around it. And then that's how you take care of your business. And boy, it sure will be nice to get rid of this constant urgency. And the fact, every once in a while, until I can get mental control over it, my rectum starts spasming, trying to clear and pass the tumor, right? And it takes a certain amount of mental effort to make it stop. My trick is that I imagine sort of a wall or a line that sort of cuts me in half, right? And I visualize that line and apply it to the cramp or to the spasm, and it tends to geez guys, I wish I could tell you how I do it, but I can't. I can apply some mental effort and then the spasming will stop. I can do the same thing with other spasms, various other places and whatnot. That might be why I was so confident that I could knock this rectal or this cancer problem down, you know, just with the alternatives. I was supremely confident in my own abilities, possibly excessively so. And the result is I did fairly well, lost 90 pounds, and I feel pretty awesome, except for this freaking spasming problem. But I couldn't do it. The tumors apparently just got bigger, and I did everything I could as far as the alternatives go, and I bounced. I tried, gave it everything I had, and bounced. So now I'm going to get surgery to get that rectal tumor removed, and I'm also going to see what I can do about. I extended my trip to about twice the amount of time necessary, more than they asked for 10 days, and I set myself up over there for 20 days. And when I'm there, it's a possibility I might be able to get another PET scan and see if there is cancerous activity going on in that liver, or if the tumor is dead, the way the ultrasound guy at Hope for Cancer says it is. So now let me get back to my review of Hope. I'm going to go ahead and give my opinion on Hope for Cancer. Now, I was exceptionally impressed with that place, man. They threw every well, I wouldn't call it fringe, although it is fringe. It has a negative connotation. Every alternative cancer treatment practically under the sun they threw at us. And as soon as you finished one treatment, a technician would show up and take you to the next one. I was astounded by how much they packed into a day, man. They just put treatment after treatment after treatment, and man, as soon as you're done with the sauna, boom, you're off to the or as soon as you show up, you got your IVs, and then you generally get like 3 or 4 IVs a day, and they basically, you know, high intensity light pizza oven sauna, as well as the zipper sauna like I have at home, and the treatments, and, you know, infrared heating and electronic heating of the tumor areas. And man, it is very impressive what they do there. But the thing is, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to say the amount of time necessary for these alternative treatments to work, in my opinion, is going to be cost prohibitive under a situation like that, right? Because it was like $47,000 for 3 weeks. And I learned a lot there. Was it worth it? I have to ask myself, was it worth it? So here I am with my tumors. Well, they say the liver tumor's dead. They say that the rectal tumor shrank, you know, and I have to admit there is less restriction here than there was, I think, when I went to the cancer clinic. There was more strain right here, you know, to the left of my colon, of my rectum, right? And that is where all the, you know, the feces is forced through, you know. And I think that before the clinic, I had more, it required more force to get it past. But all in all, is it worth it? Is Hope for Cancer, was it worth it? If I had it to do all over again, knowing the results that I had, of course, it could have been better for me because they screwed up my food over there. So they made a mistake and they didn't tag the room as a cancer room. They tagged it as just a regular room, and the result was I had a harder time getting special dietary things, and you know, like salads from the room service. I had a hard time getting that stuff until they finally figured out what they did wrong. So they're all watching for that now, so they're alert to that problem, that possibility. But can I say honestly that if I was exactly where I was through like 2 months ago or so, when I was setting up for the trip to Hope for Cancer, would I do it again, knowing what I know now? Well, that's a hard choice. That's an impressive place. It's darn impressive. But I think a lower intensity program spread out over a longer period of time would probably be better. Like something like what I'm doing for the home treatment program. But there's a lot of treatments I can't get at home, obviously. But was it worth it? I think, I I'm gonna have to say no. As much as I like everybody over there, and as much as you know what, the $47,000 versus the shrinkages that I got, and it's $47,000. I'm gonna have to say probably not. What I would do if I had a chance to do it all over again would just go straight for surgery. The Pacific Northwest in summer is quite a haven for berries. They're everywhere. And blackberries are good for cancer. The season is almost over though. A lot of these berries are excessively ripe. So, I think what I would do is I would just go straight for surgery like I'm doing now, because the surgery that I'm going to in Tijuana, it's like significantly less expensive than Hope for Cancer was. So so basically then, once I had the tumors removed, then I would probably head for Hope for Cancer to hit that program hard and knock out any residuals that might happen to be floating around. So that's what I would do. I would do surgery first, then probably Hope for Cancer, or possibly, well, low-dose chemo is like a last resort. So, and I will certainly not do regular chemo unless I'm like 2 or 3 days away from dying and need to. Of course, it probably wouldn't extend my life anyway. Okay, guys, that's about all I got for you. This is where I am. I'm going to head back to Mexico. And as far as my younger sister goes, she's still squatting there, refusing to pay rent and refusing to leave. So I'll have to address that when I get back home from Tijuana. When that occurs, I think I'll just get a new place and begin moving and get Dad moved and then cut off the utilities and leave her to it. Because obviously I can't get rid of her, so the only thing I can do is leave myself. Or if Dad doesn't want to leave, I'll just leave him with her. Which would be probably a death sentence for him, because she is not good to live with. Okay, MGTOWs, that's about all I got for you. And don't get married.